Today's talk will have long periods of silence between the words. I mean, how can you expect to explore the presence of God without silence? It is in silence that the presence of God comes to be known. So, this is a guided meditation. It will little by little help you relax into the recognition of the presence of God and help you abide in that. So, please relax, put everything away for the next 20 to 30 minutes and just follow the guidance, okay? Be with the guidance. You have nothing to do, you have nothing to figure out. Just be with the guidance. Enjoy. We are coming here together to explore and be with the presence of God, the presence of truth, the presence of self. So your mind shouldn't be with other things. If your mind is with other things, it's not with the presence of God. So we bring the mind inward, especially in the beginning of our practice, by just relaxing away our focus from the world, letting the world not matter for the time being. During the day, the world demands so much attention, so much interest. But right now, it doesn't have to. Completely relax away from personal concern, personal desire, personal fear. Funny to notice that all desire, fear, concern is only personal, is only behalf of the person. So for the time being, let the person not matter. Allowing the person to not matter is a luxury that not many people know they have. Here you are coming to know that you can let go of this personal obsession every now and then. It's safe to do so. It's rather beneficial to do so. Actually, it is a requirement if you wish to grow in the understanding of your real self, if you wish to behold the presence of God in your experience. The person has to take a back seat in this moment. Even worrying about understanding this or if you're doing this right is also a personal concern, which will keep you from the presence of God. Also has to be let go of. Our mind can either be with things or it can be submerged in the presence of God. Feel the realness of this moment. That is the presence of God. Don't interpret it, simply feel into it. Sense the realness of this moment. It is not this experience that is real. This entire experience, including the sounds, sights, tastes, touch, smell, including the body and mind that you appear to be, this entire experience is nothing other than lifeless phenomena, but it is all animated by the presence of God. Nothing that is appearing right now will be real in a moment. It will be replaced with other phenomena. All phenomena come and go, they appear, disappear in the presence of God, which is what you call this moment. You cannot understand it. Feel into it, sense it, sense the realness that is present, sense the presence which is present. A mind that is empty, not full of things. In an empty mind, the presence of God shines very, very brightly. The presence of God cannot shine in a mind which seeks to understand it through concepts. Naturally, when the mind is no longer with things of the past and the future, the presence of God, which is now, shines within it. Nothing that the mind can think right now is of any value. Here and now, as we are all gathered together to explore the presence of God, all thinking is a means to escape the presence of God. All thinking is a means to escape the presence of God. You either dwell in imagination or you dwell in the presence of God, which is now. What is your presence in relation to the presence of God? This silly question only arises if you define yourself to be the body, to be the person. There is only one presence, and it's the presence of God. God is your real self. God is the only self. You are not what you think you are. So stop thinking and be. Be with the presence of God. Your mind can either be with things or it can be submerged in the presence of God. The mind thinking about the presence of God is also the mind being with things, because the presence of God is not a thing that can be known. Whenever you find the mind with things, submerge it within the presence of God. Let go of what occupies your mind and sense the presence of God, which shines deeply here, now, here and now, which is always. It's never not here and now, for here and now are the presence of God, the ever present. Why do you keep fooling yourself by believing that you can think into the presence of God? Why keep fooling yourself to believing that your thoughts about spirituality have any value at all? A mind that is full of ideas, the presence of God cannot shine within. Empty your mind. Step out of ideas. Submerge yourself in the aliveness, the here-ness, the nowness, the presence. More intimate than any other experience, more real than anything that comes and goes, more valuable than any thought. Submerge your questions in the presence of God. and they will cease to be relevant. Submerge your doubts in the presence of God, and they will cease to be relevant. Concepts will lose their reality. The world that is appearing to be so solid, legitimate, and real will start to become transparent. Keep thinking, and you will only reinforce the apparent reality of the world you see. Empty your mind and submerge yourself in the presence of God, and the true nature of things will start to be revealed. Sacrifice your mental curiosities for the immediate presence of God. When you start to value the presence of God, explore the presence of God, dwell in the presence of God, all concepts will lose meaning for you. Your own doubts will lose meaning to you. You will have no more desire to understand anything or grasp anything. The presence of God here and now is enough. You need seek nothing more. It is the greatest fullness. But out of its infinite generosity, it continues to bestow all understanding, all intelligence, wisdom, love, compassion, all things that we know to be good. Meditate daily. During the day, let the personal life be lived. But whenever you find the mind outward, redirect it towards the presence of God, submerge it within the presence of God. Don't even get caught up in mental reactions to how this practice is going or whether you are doing it good or bad. If you start feeling guilty because your mind is always with things, that's just another way your mind stays with things. Guilty feelings and guilty thoughts is just another thing for the mind to stay with to avoid the presence of God. Wherever you find yourself, whichever circumstances, just in that moment, you submerge the mind in the presence of God. Keep it that simple. And more than you value things of this world, come to value the presence of God. For all the things of this world come and go, they have no reality in essence. See what occupies the mind, keeping it constantly restless and disturbed, always with things, and make that an offering to the presence of God. Sacrifice that in the fire of the presence of God. You can feel free to open your eyes. I hope that this guidance made things quite clear for you and it helped you in your practice. If you need help further deepening your practice and growing and becoming more established in the presence of self, in the presence of God, join Self Inquiry School. Our 10-week course will help you become established in this presence. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.